Well, they do say that if you're not Dutch, you're not much, and it appears that this seems to be especially the case this year when it comes to Eurovision. So I'll explain to you what that means and what privilege the Dutch have this year when it comes to our beloved contest. Let's talk Eurovision. Sup, you fools! Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and yes, a quick update on the hosting situation for the Eurovision Song Contest 2021 in Rotterdam. And this is all, just like everything else in this current environment, still subject to change, but apparently the song contest that we all love in Rotterdam Ahoy, that's the arena, may actually have an audience. And I know we've talked about that before, but we got a little bit more of an update. And this is coming from the outgoing Education Minister Arie Slob, and he says to the Dutch De Telegraaf that the government has decided to turn the song contest into a field lab test event. What does it mean? Well, let's back up for a second. So basically what it is, each show, and we all know Eurovision will take place from May 18th through the 22nd. So all shows will have up to 3,500 spectators in the arena for both semifinals, the final, as well as all of the dress rehearsals, jury shows, etc. Now, for the longest time, due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, it was not clear whether there could be an audience or not, and there were so many travel restrictions in place. This news, though, it's very important, which I'm saying the Dutch are much this time around. It'll only be a Dutch audience. There are no plans to have international people in the arena, which is maybe not a shocker, but now we're getting a lot more details as we're approaching the contest. Now, according to the newspaper, Rotterdam plans to give away tickets to people with low income, which is just something else that would be probably very much appreciated, especially in these trying times. This is also intention is there to invite participants still, as we talked about, from all 39 countries. So all participants, all 39 nations are still planning on traveling to Rotterdam to perform in the arena, so that they will not have to use the backup performances that have been previously been recorded. Those artists and the entire delegation, for that matter, they will have adhere to very, very strict rules. They are not allowed to leave the hotel at any point in time. There are strict guidelines just for rehearsals and any other official events that they have to attend. They're allowed to leave, but they're not there to go sightseeing or shopping or partying. That is a no-go, and there are very strict guidelines that they all have to follow. Now, with all these news, it's exciting that we may, or it looks like, have an audience. There's always a big but, and we still have a big but here as well. That sounds kind of wrong when you say that. But the point is, if the number of corona infections will rise sharply, the event can still take place without an audience. So that is still a possibility, and a decision will not be made until the end of April. So we're about 30 days away. It'll be fairly last-minute decision. We're gonna have like a couple of weeks before we know if people can go or not, but they want to give as much time as possible to everyone involved. So about the field lab, what is that? So the contest is joining a series of trial events organized under the same name, under the name Field Lab. These events, it is basically examined how events can still be organized in a responsible manner during the corona crisis. Now, previously, several theater performances, football matches, concerts, and dance parties were organized under that Field Lab. Slob is saying that he's happy that there's still an audience for the 65th edition of the contest, most likely at least, saying with the lessons we can learn from this field lab, we can hopefully take further steps towards a society in which more is possible. Everyone is ready for that. So, we all know, as much as we love Eurovision, I mean, this channel is dedicated to the contest, we understand that there is life after Eurovision. And the country needs to plan that, and using a contest like that in these times, the timing works out to use this as a field lab. And unless they win Eurovision again, then we will back next year. But other than that, this is a great opportunity for the country to test things out. So this is where we're at, even though we will most likely not have any of you all travel to Rotterdam due to the travel restrictions and just the ongoing pandemic. The organizers and the government are trying their very best to have people in the arena, Dutch people, especially those that are low-income individuals, which usually is not an option because those tickets are almost cursed, are very expensive. So this is where we're at right now, and this is good news for the most part. Again, there's always a caveat. If things go out of control, things can still change. We'll know for sure by the end of April, but I do think with this news breaking or like given to us, we should be at least a little bit more excited to have a somewhat normal Eurovision, even though it will be less. But at least we have some people in the crowd to get excited and get the energy going, because not having that, it's not the same. Do you know what I mean? Having the fake cheers and all of that, it just doesn't feel right. I get it, it's better than nothing. I'm not complaining. It would be just really nice if we could have something. But always, health comes first. So this is what I just wanted to bring to you. Are you excited about the news? Is it expected? Is it more like, ugh, bummer? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.